Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today it's a work from office edition. So stick till the end to see my office and have a small tour of my office. And I am going to start today's vlog by mentioning different data jobs that are in the market and the types and what are the tools that it requires, as well as the salaries for data entry jobs, basically entry level jobs. So let's dive in. Today I am going to cover data analysts and data scientists, data engineers, and data architects. So these are the four different job types. People usually confuse them as like one, but it actually is different sectors of the data team basically. So let's dive in. Let's start with data analyst. So basically, data analysts are the ones that have the least coding experience in their job description. What you have to do is basically you have to analyze the data and gather the report so that business can make some conclusions on how the business is doing. So that's why most of the jobs description you will see SQL, because you have to extract the data to compute the final decisions. So SQL, Excel, and some data analyzing tool like Power BI and Tableau. I have worked on Power BI before, so I'm very familiar with Power BI, but Tableau is what most of the company prefers. And I would say the salary for entry level positions vary company to company, but I will give you a median salary which is around $65,000 to $70,000 a year. Now let's start with data scientists. Data scientists are kind of advanced data analysts. So basically, the job is kind of similar, but data scientists have to do a lot of coding. Basically, they have to learn ML algorithms. ML means machine learning algorithms, and they also have to use the tools of machine learning to gather the business derived data. So they have more complexity in their job compared to data analysts. And entry level data scientist, we are looking at around 90 to 95k a year, and which is very good. The entire job is not based on coding, but basically they do have to learn languages like R, Python, and sometimes C++. Yeah, that's all about data scientist. Now, so let's dive into data engineers now. So basically, data engineers are the one who develop the pipeline. Pipeline means that raw data is coming into, and then we are doing some transformation and some performance on that, and then storing back as a final data sets. Data engineers are kind of important because they are the one who is going to write a code and write down this pipeline. And that's why I would say they have the most coding compared to this four types of jobs. And most of the time the languages differ from company to company, but Python, Scala, and Java, these three languages are main in market right now. I personally work with Python and Scala. So regarding the tools of the data engineers, they do go for Hadoop, Apache Spark. And now if we discuss about salary, data scientists and data engineers both earn mostly similar. So I would say it's around, again, 90 to 95k entry level jobs. If you are a person who doesn't like to communicate much, and if you are very good at coding and looking into going into data fields, so that's when I will suggest data engineering, because you don't have to communicate to many people. It's most of the time, like 80% of time is going to go in your coding and reviewing and stuff. Now let's dive into data architects. So data architects basically are the ones who design and have the whole organization's data structure and how it's going to implement as a data system. So this profession comes on very top because you have to have knowledge of working, how the data system will be built, and how the whole company will access this data, and how secure it is going to be and efficient it's going to be. So that's why it comes on top. So I would say it's basically some architectural, like cloud architectural tools, and you will have to know AWS Glue. data modeling tools as well that you have to learn for data architect. And salary, I would say it comes between 105 to 110K as a entry level positions, a much more responsible role compared to all the four roles. And that's the conclusion. So from least to most coding, I would say least is data analyst, then comes in data architects, then data scientist, and most is data engineer for sure. If you have any particular questions, or if you have any idea on what you would like to know more about, so please comment down and let me know. And let's go back to my office. This is our botanical garden, and we have some sitting areas as well so that we can sit and work if you want to work quietly. And these are real plants, so it's a very quiet place. And now we're going into the library, and it's a very quiet place again, and very beautiful to sit and work. Sometimes we do have team meetings when we are on site. And this is our gaming room where you can go ahead and play games to relax. And this is a lunch area. They were preparing lunch, so at the time we didn't have any. But yeah, this is sitting room, and then we had a pottery class. So we went there, and this was a setting, and this is what I made, my first pottery class. And then I head home. It was snowing, and then I made some quick dinner, mung dal chilla, and enjoyed. The next vlog will be about my home. So I will give a house tour and then also cover what are the costs in like the whole process of purchasing a house. So see you guys next time.